Hello everyone and welcome once again to another program of Primetime. I'm your host Beverly. I don't want to judge my guest today by his name. He's so much more than just being rude. If you want to find out, stick around and we'll be right back. This is Primetime.
At Nagico, the things that matter to you matter to us. Like knowing you're covered when your house gets flooded, getting your settlements quickly and fairly when a fire hits your home, and making sure your business can keep going even after an accident happens on site. At Nagico, we're about much more than just insurance. We're about the big things and the small things that mean everything.
Hey guys, did you know that now with Telcel, if you accumulate $25 or more within one calendar month, you get 15 more?
15 more?
Yes, 15 more. However you want.
So I can top up $3 now, $10 next week, and so on until I reach or pass $25?
That's right. Get 15 more.
Wow! I feel like a 15 again.
Yeah. Right. Accumulate $25 or more within one calendar month and get 15 more. Telcel, when you want more.
Welcome back to Primetime and welcome to my guest in studio. He is Mr. Bertaux Fleming and he's known as Mr. Rude. Welcome to the program.
Thank you for having me.
So before we start the program, we actually have to get some things in place. So where did the name Mr. Rude come about?
Well, it's a good question. Basically, it's from when I was small, I had a car. I all started with a car, and I named the car Rude. It was a car with a lot of sound, a lot of system. It was a very rude car. When I went to Holland and got my family, I decided I have to change the Rude to Mr. Rude. I'm a big boy.
You give it some dignity now.
Yeah.
So that's where Mr. Rude came from.
Yes.
All right, you are, as you said, you are considered to be an entertainer, a musician, a producer, entrepreneur, promoter. Which hat do you wear most often? All of those. Which one?
I think the music. Yeah, the music is in my vein. The music is in my blood. It all stemmed from the music. And as I grew older, the entrepreneurship took its path, getting good ideas and the brain just ticking every day.
So tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do.
Okay, well, my name is Bertaux Fleming, from Murray-John. My mom is Alma Fleming, and my father is Douglas Fleming. My grandfather is Mr. Alec the Butcher, Mr. Alexander Richardson.
Okay. You have some history behind you.
My grandmother is Maria Rogers, known for the tickets.
Right.
And my other grandparents is Elo and James Fleming in French Quarter.
Right. And so, where is this famous guy, this entrepreneur, this musician, this producer? Let's talk about how you got into producing.
Well, basically, my music started here in St. Martin at a young age. I used to keep little parties at Butte Hotel at a young age in my Milton Peters days. We had
so young then?
From so young, we had named ABC Production. I always used to be in a band, playing in bands. My production part of making music started in Holland, actually. When I left for Holland in 1995, just before Louis. Escape Louis.
Yeah, exactly.
I watched Louis from on TV in Holland, I went to Holland and I finished my studies MBO, Technische Informatica, computer technology, automating and stuff. And during my school days in Holland, I visited one or two St. Martin parties and my mind hit me like, okay, I think I could do this as well.
Right.
And that's where I started to keep
St. Martin
parties under the brand No Fear Crew, which became the biggest St. Martin parties Holland has ever seen to date.
So how often do you always have these parties?
Well, 3 times a year.
Okay.
3 times a year. It was one of the big social gatherings for St. Martiners. Everybody used to come there to see who is in Holland, to hear the new music coming out of St. Martin. Just have to have a good time. But at a given moment, the parties became so sweet. It became like a Caribbean party. Right. Because the Arubians, the Caribbeans, the Surinamers, everybody. But the fundamental and the basic of the party was strictly St. Martin. So everybody was enjoying and getting familiar
So you would hold
with
it
the
in a
St.
big
Martin
hall
vibe.
or something?
Yeah, you know, as a matter of fact, we used to sell average like 1,000 tickets in advance, you know. And we're talking about people, St. Martiners from all corners of Holland, from Maastricht to Groningen, you know,
They coming down
Rotterdam,
by the train?
Amsterdam. Everybody
Coming
coming down with the train. Nobody want to miss these events, you know. So
Wow.
that's where my whole, call it my entrepreneurship,
Started.
really developed, you know, because putting on these events, as small as they were, but still being in school, I think they were much more challenging than I would assume.
Right.
But we always used to get the task done. You know.
And so, but you also did some producing of music. Did you do
Definitely,
producing over
definitely.
there
Yes,
also?
yes. Actually, you know, my second phase of music was in Rockin' Vibes, you know. When I stopped doing the parties at the events, I formed a label called Rockin' Vibes, consisting of artists from Statia and St. Martin. You know, basically, my concept of that came when I used to come to St. Martin. I would see my brother, Daddy Dice, and my sister-in-law, Shanaira Ray. They would be singing, and you're hearing this great music, and I always feel like they would never get an opportunity to break out to the big world.
Right.
So that's where my idea came to set up my own little record label. And I got to say, rest his soul, Cat, Mr. Chewitt himself, and Frank Choi.
Yeah, Frank.
Those
Oh,
were
I grew up with
those-
Frank in Trinidad.
There you go.
Yes.
So those were the ones, they came to me to do a project for Olivia, singing Olivia in Holland. Because I actually started with my recording studio first. And when they heard all of the tracks from all of these St. Martin artists, they're like, no, we have to do something with this, Mr. Root.
Right.
So that's where the whole Rockin' Vibes and the movement started, and it exploded. Actually, from there is where Ziggy, known as Ziggy Ricardo now born, that was one of the artists that really
That
stuck
launched.
out. Yeah, we did a lot of big stuff with him in Holland. I mean, under the label.
Yes.
We have a few albums licensed with VP Records. We have, you know, albums licensed with Green Sleeves. We
Okay.
used to tour, I mean, almost any country in Europe that you could
touring.
call, we performed there.
And so this Ziggy was reggae music?
Reggae music,
Yes,
full-blown reggae music. I was the producer, I was the label, I was the bus driver, I was the barber, I was the DJ, I was the mentor.
That's what they call a real all-rounder.
Everything, you know,
Yes.
because I mean, when I read the books and I got into it, the first thing you learn is saving money is the first step into success.
Yeah, and so you were saving money?
So I was saving a
Yeah.
lot of money by not going to studios to record, by
Right,
not
you're doing your own thing
hiring
at
bus
home.
drivers,
Yeah.
by not hiring engineers.
Yeah,
you know?
you're really serious
So
about saving this
we
money.
really, you know, and it kicked off good. I mean, we was at the right place at the right time.
Okay, we'll take a break, and then when we come back, we will talk a little bit about why you left Holland and what you're doing now in St. Martin.
Okay.
Stick around, and we'll be back in a moment. This is Prime Time.
People all across St. Martin are switching to a more rewarding experience. The WIB MasterCard Fun Miles credit card, better known as My Card. Earn 1 Fun Mile for every $2 spent, even abroad and online. This will quickly get you a ton of Fun Miles to redeem for travel, shopping, food, fuel, and much more. But there's more to My Card. Worldwide acceptance, an EMV chip for extra security, and 250 free Fun Miles with first use. Switch to My Card today at WIB.
Fun miles from within your reach.
A cruise is a great adventure, not only for passengers, also for us. The Port of St. Martin. Our port always reflected the needs and aspirations of the time. From the first to the 1.75 millionth passenger in 2013. Our cruise story started in 1963 with our first cruise passenger. 50 great years later, 20 million passengers later, thousands of cruise berths later, we've become the leading port in the Caribbean. 50 fantastic years, like a dream. The dream of Port St. Martin lives on and reinvents itself every day. The best is yet to come.
At Travel Planners, we love what we do. Every day we help our clients plan their vacations, from honeymoons to family reunions, trade shows to conventions, school trips to sports tournaments. Our agents at Travel Planners can help you make better, wiser decisions on travel destinations and cruises and find you the lowest fares. Make some memories with help from Travel Planners in Phillipsburg and on the Airport Road, Simpson Bay. Visit our website at Planners SXM and like us on Facebook at St. Martin Travel Planners. We take care of all your travel needs.
Welcome back and thank you very much for joining us. This is Prime Time. I'm speaking to Mr. Rude. He is Bertaux Fleming, and that's his name. It used to be Rude, and he gave it some dignity by calling himself Mr. Rude. And so now you had great successes in Holland with these parties and producing, and then you decided you're coming back home to St. Martin.
Yes, correct. Basically, what happened, you always hear parents say, I do it for my kids, and everything for my kids. And I really put that into practice because I had a daughter that had some challenges with her skin. And I made up my mind, for the sake of the child, I have to go back to St. Martin because the weather was agreeing better and the development was doing better with her. It didn't have nothing to do with Holland wasn't going good.
Right,
Holland was going great.
Was going great,
but it's just a decision I make. But as a matter of fact, my thought was to operate from St. Martin and send the music and be active in Europe. Nevertheless, the artists them didn't see the big vision, the big picture. So in 2011, behind each other, they decided to go on their own, which is a right choice. It's no problem. So in 2011, actually, I moved back to St. Martin. I spent a year thinking, a year wondering what really happened, what did I do?
Right, trying to readjust,
Trying to readjust, but I found myself in 2012, actually, I get back that energy and that strength. And that's when I started the brand Extra Tight and my first event called Fire Under Your Foot.
Right, this Fire Under Your Foot.
That's where it all started, which has became the party for the grown folks and those that want great music.
And so how often do you do this?
Well, we started out 2 times a year. Now I break it down to 1 and occasionally 2. Because what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to make signature events throughout the year and not make it too repetitive.
Right.
Because, here in St. Martin, when it becomes too repetitive, they can't leave it.
Right, exactly. Exactly.
So we started with that in the first event because, of course, it stemmed from No Fair Crew in Holland.
Right.
Majority of the fans and the folks that were in Holland, just like myself, are back here. So I had so many people asking me, when you going to do something here, leave the St. Martin people feel what used to be going on in Holland, Well, I break the ice and I did the first event, and instantly it was a success. I mean, like when you're riding a bike, if you ride a bike, you can't forget how to ride a bike.
That's true.
You understand?
That's a good way to put it.
So when that's where I was the DJ as well for the events. Like I tell you, saving money. I was the DJ along with my partner, Terror in Holland. And here my partner became CD Rankin, which is Isidro Richardson.
Right.
So he is I call ourselves the fire starters. Okay. So we started the Fire Under Your Foot is grasped. All the grown folks enjoyed it. We built it consistently.
You kept that?
The first one was over at Tropicana Ballroom.
Okay, right.
Nice, because the idea is dress code.
So this is a mature crowd you're talking about?
Mature. I mean, and we don't put an age limit, of course, 18 and up because of, the alcohol and everything. But once you come dressed, it's an attitude, it's an ambience, it's a vibe. So we have, right now, we reached to a level where we have folks of the age of 60 partying with 27, and everybody respecting each other, and nobody feel they out of place or strange, because we managed to bring up everybody to the same level, and those up there bring them down a little bit, so everybody understanding what's going on in the event.
But it's needed, because when you reach a certain age, we don't have a lot of entertainment.
Exactly, and I realized that when I came back to St. Martin, I realized everything was based on the youths, the younger, the this, the that. I mean, I myself I want some place to go. I mean, I ain't enjoying it because I organizing it, but no problem.
It gives you a good feeling to see people having a good time.
Exactly. That's my joy in it. In 2013 is where the heavy stuff started. You know, I got an idea and I spoke with my team and say, I'm gonna try to enter into the Carnival promotion arena. And I stepped to Mr. Granger, the president of the SCDF then, and I put my idea, you know, down, and he really liked it. I was really thrown into the bag from the inception because it was my first time. I was the first show of the Carnival that season, so all the pressure was on me. And actually that's where the Telcel Night of the Hitmakers was born. Right. You know, my whole concept was, you know, when you go to Carnival, you always see people got their hand full and showing no emotions.
I hear you.
Watching the show, they enjoying it, but emotionless, you know? So I decided I wanted to change that game. Stemming off of fire under your foot, I would like to see people dancing in the village. I would like to see people come into the village, and it don't matter who on stage. I want to enjoy it, you know? One of the other things was I realized for some reason people wasn't interested in Carnival. It was like pulling back. When you talk to people, I don't go to Carnival, I don't. Right. I said, well, what's wrong?
Change
you know?
this.
So one of the things I decided, I can't bring back the how you say the mud on the floor that we used to have, or the zinc roof in the cardboard. I think we could bring back the vibe and the prices. Right. That was a whole, like, you know, everybody got to be part of Carnival. And from 2013, from the first Hitmakers, it was the 19th of April actually.
So the Hitmakers, what, you bringing artists in?
Local artists? Correct. It was basically the concept was bringing artists from Curacao, artists from Aruba, artists from St. Martin, and a Caribbean artist.
Okay. So who you had this year?
This year was our 5th year anniversary, and we really broke a good record with over 10,000 people in the village. But it was a repeat from the past 4 years. Right. So we had Destra. We had Destra, we had Kai, formerly known as Carry Me.
Right.
We had Jean-Marc Ferdinand. Right. We had our own Impact Band, and we had Claudius Phillips out of Aruba.
Right. Oh, great.
You know, when I came in 2013, I had a 5-year vision for Carnival, and we met that milestone this year.
Great. So that was 5 years. Yeah.
5 years.
Very nice. And so you've seen a 6 year in that?
Definitely. I mean, the people enjoying it. I realize it become a place for the people. So.
All right, we'll take a break, and when we come back, we will talk a little bit about what's happening now. You're working on Breakthrough. Right. And so you're telling our viewers what that's all about.
Correct.
We'll be back in a moment. Don't forget to subscribe on Facebook and on YouTube for all programs that we've produced. Be back in a moment. The Daily Herald is my first source for up-to-date information and news. Putting together this program of prime time requires research and knowledge of current events. For local news, regional and international news, do read the Daily Herald.
Hey guys, did you know that now with Telcel, if you accumulate $25 or more within 1 calendar month, you get 15 more?
15 more?
Yes, 15 more. However you want.
So I can top up $3 now, $10 next week, and so on until I reach or pass $25?
That's right. Get 15 more.
Wow! I feel like a 15 again.
Yeah. Right. Accumulate $25 or more within 1 calendar month and get 15 more. Telcel, when you want more.
GEBE has been faithfully serving the communities of St. Martin, powering your home and our economy. Come rain or shine, our qualified team of professionals are working hard 24 hours a day to provide you and your family with safe, reliable electricity and water. We use the latest technologies and test our products daily to maintain the highest international standards. Our friendly staff is always there to assist you, whether in person, over the phone, or online. We are committed to constantly improving our products and services, making them more efficient, effective, and environmentally friendly to serve you better today and our next generation of clients tomorrow. GEBE, powering a brighter future.
Our friend Megawati is here with tips to save you energy. 1. Turn your airco temperature up. 2. Use a ceiling fan instead. 3. Buy energy saving products. Save some green with NVGEBE.
And so, Mr. Room, is this time of year again? Tell us what you're working on right now with the Breakthrough.
Right
That's the
now.
next project coming up.
Yes. Telcel Breakthrough Talent is a fusion between Extra Tight Entertainment and Telcel. Actually, that was a result of a great hit makers from the first year in 2013. When we sat on the table from Rockin' Vibes, I always say, when you come to St. Martin, people always tell you how much talent there is, but I never used to see it.
Right.
You know, so I say I want to get a platform where we could show it, and we had the same idea, and it was magic from the inception. We are also in the 5th year of Breakthrough.
Tell us about the concept of Breakthrough.
The concept of Breakthroughs are kind of, call it Got Talent. You know, when people think on talent show, first thing they think on is singing.
Yeah.
But we do it broad. We have singing, dancing, rapping, beatboxing, instrument playing.
You have your various categories.
Correct.
And is it mostly for like high schools?
It's we do it ages from 14 to 22.
Right. Okay.
That's within that age bracket. We have had a lot of, basically the concept is Telcel, they are busy fostering a platform for young entertainers, you know. You have a lot of people that come to the auditions. The audition is on the 19th of August at the Cultural Center.
Yeah.
You have a lot of people that come there that think they could sing, wish they could sing, hoping to sing, looking for opportunity. The name says it, Breakthrough.
Right.
And I saw so many people come in there
and get some breakthroughs.
I tell you, we host the finals at Casino Royale Theatre down at Maho, and it's always sold out. I mean, that's just to tell you how much. Yeah, the kids they're yearning for something like this. It's needed, you know. We don't have much facilities that could facilitate it because every year it's sold out and you have so many kids that don't get the experience. But there's simply no other location where you could do it.
We see that you're very community-minded and concerned with issue that goes on. What social issue concerns you the most in our community?
That's a good one. There are a few, but I think the one that is dearest to my heart is this sudden change of the education system that feel like it setting up the youngsters to fail. I have a problem with it because it's making it so harder and harder. Back in the day, you know, we had MAVO, HAVO, LTS, Vivio, and then you had Sunday. It was clear.
Right.
But now when I talk to my daughter and I hearing all the L's and the TKLs, the PKLs, the V, the B, the A, you know, and when I see one or two of my cousins and I really see, okay, they graduated. And when you understand, they graduate and it don't mean nothing. You spend 4 years in school on this level and it means nothing. You can't get anything with it. I'm asking myself, why are we bringing down the education system to meet those that maybe can't make it or don't have that, instead of bringing them up? When we was younger, you know, your mother used to be and you or your father and you to come up to that level. And I find, you know, you're seeing so many people, they can't go anywhere. I finished, but I can't go anywhere. I can't even go to Holland because the level is not up to par to go to, you know, and it creating a kind of a hangout that is uncalled for.
Yeah, we see a lot of kids hanging out.
It's
on the
uncalled
streets,
for,
on the
you know.
motorbikes.
Exactly, you know, and I think one of the things for myself, because I also do Quality Sweepers, which is a cleaning company. We also clean for Carnival. And there, my main objective is to get as much youth,
unemployed youth
to work, you know. And I realize that for some reason they are so accustomed to being treated as, no, you got to take the back seat, that they don't know how to act. You know, for some reason, I feel that we reached to a point where we as people, or those in charge, should start to put back a little more confidence in us as St. Martiners. For some reason, when you go anywhere, you always feel that you're going to get a no because they don't have no confidence. Whereas, look, you had two very intelligent ladies on your show. And I'm amazed to see, look at that, 22, 24, look at the abilities that these youths have. Imagine at this young age empowering them and saying, I believe in you. I could do it, I'm going to coach you. Because like that, I mean, that's how you grow. That's how you make sure that it continues turning over and staying ahead.
And so what's next? So you have your breakthrough, you have Fire Under Your Foot.
Fire Under Your Foot.
You have
the Night of the
Hitmakers. What is under the belt coming out?
Yeah,
what's fresh?
You know, I have a few a few ideas. You know, I have a few ideas, extra events. Like I said, I want to create this calendar where, you know, every year you could expect this at this period, this at this period, and we're busy working on that because I think we don't have enough entertainment.
Not enough.
We don't have enough, especially for the more mature folks.
Right. And it's really blessings for you that you have a big sponsor like Telcel.
Yeah. I gotta big them up. You know, at the end of the day, I grew on them. I mean, I didn't step into this in St. Martin and use my portfolio from Holland.
Right.
That's why a lot of people would look at me and think I just started. But it don't make no sense talking about my past because it easily becomes as bragging and boasting.
Right.
I don't like to boast, you know. So my work that I put in really showed Telcel as a partner that, hey, we have someone that is doing what is sitting on do. And that's my philosophy.
Yeah.
Do exactly what you say you're going to do.
And you will see success flowing.
There you go.
People can depend on you.
Exactly.
Yeah, because they know that you're going to produce great work.
Exactly.
Yeah, but it's nice chatting with you. And
definitely.
Yeah,
we need more time.
Yeah, we were sitting around the table and looking for some new ideas, and we said, hey, what about Mr. Rude? And I knew you, but I didn't realize you were Mr. Rude. Yeah, and it's how we met.
Yeah, exactly.
So
I appreciate
organizing yourself for graduation for the primary schools.
Definitely.
Yeah, I've seen you over the years doing that.
Yeah. We're doing a good, that's Genesis, another part of it where I do sound.
Your life is pretty busy?
Yeah, it's busy.
Yeah.
It's busy. I'm trying to control it because, you know, I ain't young anymore. But I get pretty excited.
Yeah. That's okay. That's okay. Still another life in you.
Exactly.
Anyway, thank you very much for joining us and wish you all success in all your endeavors.
Yes,
and we hope to continue to see great things coming from you.
Yes, ma'am. Definitely.
Yeah. This has been Prime Time. Thank you so much for joining us. I'll see you next week and may God bless you. And I suppose we're in the middle of summer, so be safe and enjoy and have a happy summer.